My generous leadership journey. When I first got put into this class, I honestly thought it was a waste of time because I thought I was already putting out the best version of myself. But as we really started to dig into these mini projects, I figured out that I honestly wasn't putting out the best version of myself. So for the first project, I made 2 goals. My first goal was really to just make time for myself. I feel like we tend to take ourselves for granted. This is definitely something I was struggling with, but didn't realize it until this mini project really made me dig into it deeper. So I decided that for my first goal, I was going to try to work on myself and better myself. So for this goal, I really just ended up giving myself 30 minutes every few days, and during this time, I would do something for myself. Some examples are like taking a nap or watching a show that I wanted to watch, stuff like this. Just little stuff that I could do by myself and give myself entertainment and also get those few minutes of extra myself time. My second goal was to make time for friends. Even though this unit was about focusing on ourselves, I realized that my friends really just make me the best version of myself. This goal was a little bit more difficult given the fact that we are going through a pandemic right now, so I wasn't able to physically see some of my friends, but we were able to FaceTime and video chat and call. I also was able to expand my friend group. I started my job a little before this, so at the time of this mini project, I was really just blossoming. I was able to meet new people and expand my friend group. For my second mini project, helping others, I decided to help my friend Riley find a job. I decided to do this because I remember how stressed I was filling out applications by myself, and I wasn't even sure where to start, so I decided to help her start. This project was definitely harder given the fact that I chose to help my friend and she did not turn 16 until a little bit after this unit was over, so we couldn't actually fill out any real applications. So I decided that I would make some fake applications up with a whole bunch of questions, and I would call her and ask her these questions as if it was like a real interview. Because when I was interviewed for my job, it was just over the phone. And I remembered back and I also Googled some questions that employers would ask. And I just really sat down with her and I asked her these questions. It was like a 30-minute phone call. And then I was able to kind of help her come up with answers so that when she actually did the real interview, she wouldn't be as nervous. After doing the fake phone interview, she told me that she felt really good and was really excited to do an actual interview, and she felt way more confident with her answers and just being over the phone and talking to someone than before we had started this mini project. After helping her fill out applications, I really just felt like I had accomplished something, and I accomplished something positive because I was helping someone, but I was also getting time with my friend. So it was really just a great breath of fresh air, I would explain it as. I was helping, but I was also helping myself in a way by getting able to talk to her. For the last mini project we worked on, my SMART goal was to go into work with a positive attitude. Instead of saying, I don't want to go, or it's boring, or stuff like that, I would try to think of positive things to say. Oh, it's not that bad. It could be worse. It's just work. At least I'm getting paid. Stuff like that. This project was definitely the hardest project out of all of them because I feel like I'm just a very negative thinker. I just think negatively, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are like that too. But I find it hard to keep a positive outlook. Even though I can be positive, I mostly choose not to. For this project, I would write in a journal everything that I did for that week, all of the positive things about that week. And then I would also write down the positive things that I could look forward to the next week. Like, for example, one week I wrote down I held the door open for a stranger. That was positive. That was a kindness thing that I did. And then for the next week, I wrote down I would try to smize at someone. Smile with your eyes. Especially at work, I find it hard to be in a good mood because I'm working. But I really spend most of my time at work. So changing my outlook on work would really just, in the end, help me. So when I would go into work, before I would go into work, I would listen to like some really fun music, get myself kind of pumped up, think about all the positives that would happen, everything positive that I could possibly think of about work. And then I would go in, and on the days where I did that, I realized that my days were way better than they were on the days that I didn't do that. So this Lens 3 project really just completely changed my outlook on my attitude, and it made me realize that if we think positive, we do positive in a sense. Like, if I change my outlook, then I'm thinking different, then what I'm doing matches what I'm thinking, if that makes sense. This was my leadership journey, and I am so happy that I got the chance to go on this amazing journey. It was very difficult. It was like a semester long, and it was a lot of changing the way I was looking at things for the better. And I'm so happy that I got the chance to be able to do this. Thank you.